Excuse me, girl, what's your story? I just wanna get to know you. Oh na na na, oh na 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 na. For my ladies at the front, at the back, this is your song. Where you at? Where you at?
Hi, we are here to interview Arjun Kumaraswamy. If you're an R&B fan and if you have heard a Celebrity R&B version, you're probably aware of Arjun. So without any more introduction, we'll talk with him.
Right, so I am a Sri Lankan born British R&B singer. I sing a mixture of R&B, pop music mixed with Bollywood, Punjabi, Tamil, and now Sinhalese. I'm doing my very first Sinhala song as well. So I guess I call myself a fusion artist. I'm a singer, songwriter, and producer, so I make all my music, I write all my own songs. But I've kind of become known for also reworking popular Bollywood songs and with an R&B twist and making my own covers of them. So far it's been predominantly Hindi, a couple of Punjabi songs, and I've done a couple of songs for Tamil movies, for Kollywood films. So I've done a song with a guy called Anirudh Ravichandra, who's like the kind of new hot producer in Chennai. So he's the new kind of A.R. Rahman Part 2. So he did a song with him for his movie. A song with Ilayaraja's son, Yuvan Shankar Raja, for his film as well. And then about 4 Kollywood songs and a couple of remixes, like Why This Kolaveri was a Tamil song as well. So I've explored quite a lot of South India, and that market is very big. But my very first Sinhala fusion song we're about to hopefully release in Sri Lanka. Actually, I did a collaboration with Bhatya and Santosh for the World T20 theme song. It's called Visai Visai. You're going to check it on YouTube if you want to watch it. It's quite a funny song. Malinga is in the video as well. So yeah, so I've done a few collaborations in Sri Lanka, but not my own single yet. So the song, I've already actually released the Hindi version with my Indian label. It's called Sanam Hoja, and this new version we're just writing the Sinhalese lyrics, so it's not finished, it's just halfway finished. The song is produced by me, the English lyrics are written by me, but the Sinhala is being written by someone else, so we're not sure yet. It's a love song. It's just about, it's a happy, it's like a fun summer song. I think it suits the tropical, summer vibes of Sri Lanka. Whenever I'm here, I go to bars and clubs and I analyze the music that they're listening to, and a lot of it is this summer music, what I call like the Enrique, Pitbull, Shakira, that kind of like kind of tropical reggae, dancehall, R&B. So that's kind of the sound of the song. Yeah, so I'm actually mixed Tamil and Sinhalese. My parents are mixed, and yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I've always obviously been brought up in the UK, so I've not been exposed to much of the adversity that's happened in the country. Obviously, I visit every summer, but it's great to see the country doing so well. Economically, financially, we're in a great position. Tourism is booming. The whole country seems to be very clean. Everyone seems to be in a good mood. Everyone's seeing this as a time to build. I think that on Galle Road now there's like 5 massive hotels being built, Shangri-La, and foreign investments coming in from China and India. So it seems like there's a lot of positive energy in Colombo right now. And fingers crossed we'll be like the next Singapore or who knows what, something like that. I love Sri Lanka. Whenever I can come, I try and come. So I come at least once a year. This year, hopefully, I'll be coming again. I'm actually involved in a charity walk called Trail. So Trail is a very big initiative to raise money to build a cancer hospital in Sri Lanka. So they did it once in 2011. The main brand ambassadors were Sangakkara and Mahela Jayawardena, the 2 brand ambassadors. This year, they've expanded it a bit, so I'm also a brand ambassador. So I'm helping to promote. So if you're watching, please join the walk, Trail. We're walking from the very north of Sri Lanka to the very south of Sri Lanka to show how the country is now open and unified. So it's a joint message. It's to raise money for cancer research and treatment, but also to show how we are a unified country now. You can walk from Jaffna to Galle or wherever you're walking from, and it's completely safe. And so that's the aim. So it's 30 days walk. I think I'm going to be doing a few days. But I think Mahela Jayawardena is doing the whole walk. So if you want to walk with him, that's the incentive. I think Jacqueline Fernandez is coming as well. Sachin Tendulkar might be coming as well. So it's going to be a very exciting. The walk is the think it's the 8th of October to the 8th of November, something like that. So if you just go to trailsl.com or trail.sl, just type in Trail Sri Lanka into Google, you'll find it. It's a very, very important cause, and I think they built a Jaffna hospital 4 years ago. This year we're going to be building a cancer wing in the Karapiti, I can't pronounce it, Karapiti Hospital in Goa. So it's going to be a new cancer wing. Yes, so I, from a young age, I've been playing instruments. So I did up to grade 8 on the flute, actually quite embarrassing. The piano, the saxophone, the guitar, the drums. So I was in a lot of different groups and bands. I was trained Western classical on the piano and the flute. And then I did a degree actually in architecture, not in music. And then I briefly did a music production diploma, just to learn about music production, arrangement, composition, sound engineering, and then I kind of built my own little home studio. So everything that I create is made, at home, pretty much. So most of my music is kind of self-made. Any parent, I think, is going to be worried when their child decides to do something like music, because it's a very uncertain career. If you're a doctor or a lawyer, you're going to be definitely, or an architect, yeah. So I think part of the reason why I did my degree was to make my parents, happy, satisfy them. I also briefly worked in marketing at Unilever. So I did a couple of years after I finished university just to have a backup there. So I had a backup kind of training there as well. And it took a while for them to kind of... My mom actually is very into music, so she's actually now part of my team. She's actually one of my main managers. So she handles my bookings, my legal affairs, accountants, stuff. So she's very involved in my career. And my dad too, actually, to be fair, now he knows all my YouTube views and the numbers, and he's checking, how well songs are doing here and there. So he's very interested as well. So I think the minute I started doing the World T20 song in 2012, I did a collaboration with Bhatia and Santosh for that. And the minute sport gets involved, he's excited about it, because he's a big fan of all sports. So he's a cricket fan, so am I. So I think that kind of, then he understood that there's definitely a reach for what I'm doing, and that there's a demand for what I'm doing. So my mom is my biggest critic. She's definitely always very honest. So she'll always, tell me exactly what she thinks, if it's bad, if it's good. My dad is very he likes everything. He's just like, oh, it sounds great. To him, he's very diplomatic. He doesn't like to say anything bad about anything. So I'm very grateful that my parents are so supportive of my career. I think that without them, I would never have got anywhere, because they're the foundation behind everything that I do. I think that I'm very thankful that they gave me an education that's allowed me to try different things, and I've not been able to just stick to one thing. I've tried architecture, marketing, music, media. So I think I've been able to have a varied education. So yeah. That's the one weakness I have in terms of performance. I'm not a very good dancer. Nobody in my family seems to be very good at dancing. I do dancing though. Just the occasional, if you watch my videos, the occasional step left and right. Yeah, two more.
Excuse me, girl, what's your story? I just wanna get to know you better.
So I wouldn't call myself a dancer. I'm more into the music. I like to play the guitar or an instrument rather than be dancing. So. But you're right, it's important. So if I want to be an actor in India, then I have to definitely do some dancing, because the actors are the ones who... Especially to Punjabi music, because I can't do Bhangra, all that, Bhangra music, I can't do that. I can dance to R&B, actually. When I hear R&B, I can dance to anything. But when it comes to Punjabi music, not so much. And Baila, not so much. Baila takes a bit of time. You know what? So sometimes when I go to Sri Lankan events in London, they end up playing late at night. They start playing Baila, and I always try to copy what the uncles are doing, because they're always the best. But I'm not very good yet. So I need to watch them more carefully. That's I just leave the dance floor and I let the uncles dance. But then when the R&B comes on, then I'm there. So. Great. I mean, I'm very lucky that I've been embraced so well in India. My music's connected with a wide market in India. Obviously, being Sri Lankan, though, it would be great to kind of increase my presence in Sri Lanka. Often when I come here, people ask me, "Oh, is this my first time in Sri Lanka? How are you liking Sri Lanka?" I'm like, "No, I'm born in Sri Lanka. I'm Sri Lankan." They think I'm Indian because my name is Arjun, right? So I think there's a misconception that I'm actually from India. I've not actually done any Bollywood acting. I've done singing for films and fusion songs, but I've had a couple of offers to do Bollywood acting roles. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do it because I think if you do it, if that goes badly, if your acting career goes badly, then everything else suffers. Your music suffers too. And my passion is not to act. My passion is to sing. So I don't think I'm gonna do much. If there's ever a film that has a singer playing a singer, then I don't mind doing that, like a self, like an autobiography kind of thing. Then that could work. Yeah, massive difference. I've spent a lot of time in Chennai, a lot of time in Mumbai. That's the kind of hub for Kollywood and Bollywood. And it's a very different atmosphere, Bollywood is all about glitz and glam and everyone's like, good looking, and it's all about that side of things. In Chennai, I feel like it's all about the real artistry, like the real great music, and it's about, a lot of the best songs seem to come from the South. I personally think, I know we're biased, but a lot of the big Bollywood songs, they steal from the South and then they release it in the North. I've realized this as well. So a lot of the best music producers, choreographers, producers come from the South, but I mean, that is to say that Bollywood is the biggest global industry, but Kollywood, I think, is, in terms of the number of cinemas in Chennai, I think it's the most cinemas any city in the world is in Chennai. So they're big film goers. They love movies and they love music as well. So. Modeling? No. I mean, I have done lots of campaigns with brands. So we've partnered up with clothing companies in the UK, and done bits of, I wouldn't call myself a model. I'm too awkward to be a model. I definitely couldn't do the walking and all that stuff. So I'm definitely not interested in modeling, but I definitely do like fashion. I think that I'd love to do something fashion related in the future, something to maybe launching my own brand as well. Yes, completely. That is exactly what I am. I'm a fusion, because I myself am a fusion of East and West. I've been brought up in the West, but I'm from the East. So I think my music is a kind of like a reflection of me as a person. It's both East and West. Yeah, I've done a lot of shows, not in Korea or China, but a lot of shows in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. We're doing Indonesia very soon as well. So we've touched Southeast Asia. I've not done anything in Far East, so China, Japan, Korea. I think that's a very big market. You're right, for music it's huge, but I want to touch that properly. So when I get more time, I'd like to do like kind of what I do for the Indian market, but for that market. So take a Korean song and mix it with something, either with Indian or mix it with English music, or just try something different. But you're right, that is a huge. The K-pop market is ginormous, so definitely worth exploring for sure. Yes, I am actually like that. That's good that you saw that. I think I definitely don't love attention too much. I like to kind of I'm a bit more like behind the scenes. I like to be in the studio recording music. I never used to be a fan of really singing. I was more a fan of writing and producing music. So singing only came later. And I don't really enjoy the spotlight that much. My mom always says to me that I look very awkward when I'm singing on stage. She thinks I look very stiff because I don't actually enjoy performing as much as I like to create music. So my biggest passion is to write songs rather than to perform. But I'm working on my stage presence. I do a lot of shows. So my mom is always going to find something to say, but I definitely, I think I've overcome that. I was very shy initially. I think I've overcome that maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I've got used to it now because we've been touring the world. Every week we're doing shows, so it's, you can't really afford to be shy or scared anymore. A few experiences. Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't like to call fans crazy though. I think it's, anything that they do. We've got so many amazing presents and, just amazing love that I'm just very grateful that people like my music. That's the main thing. So I wouldn't like to call anybody crazy. There has been a couple of scary incidences, but nothing that I would, mention. But but yeah, but I think it's amazing, that music can connect people so much that I can travel to a country which I've never really, I've never even been to or never even heard of. Sometimes I did a show in South America in Suriname. Have you heard of Suriname? It's a country, yes, country next to Guyana. I'd hardly even heard of Suriname. We showed up and we did a show. It was like 4,000 people at the show. So it was crazy. They're all Indians from India, like fourth generation from India. And the show was sold out, and I never even heard of it. So, you know, it's amazing the power of YouTube and the power of music, that it can travel. In this day and age, I can do a song in my bedroom and somebody in any country in the world can watch it and become a fan. So before, you'd have to tour and you radio and TV and that kind of stuff. But I think this is the era of the internet. So, you know, some amazing stuff. A guitar. Someone got me a guitar. Someone got me a Gucci wallet. It might have been fake, but I hope it might be real. Lots of amazing presents. You know, often it's chocolates or, you know, that kind of stuff. But, you know, something like that. Or like I got an amazing book actually once. There was just a girl from Canada who got me this book. Actually, a Tamil girl from Canada. She got me this book which literally was about this thick with pictures throughout my whole life. I hadn't seen pictures that I haven't even seen. I don't know where she found them from. She made it amazing, like a story of my life, literally. It was with my family and friends and all kinds of stuff and all my shows. And she did like a documentary of where I'd been traveling. That was amazing. That was heartwarming. Sanat. Controversial, I know. I'm a big fan of Sangakkara and Murali as well, and Mahela. But for some reason, when I was a kid, when I was a baby, Sanat was like the god, and '96 World Cup, and, you know, he was for some reason, I don't know why, he's been my favorite to watch. Yes, all the time. You know what? I think the most amazing performer and singer on planet Earth is Beyonce. Most amazing performer. But my favorite artist is probably Rihanna. I prefer Rihanna to Beyonce. Hated food. I don't like broccoli or cucumbers or vegetables. I'm not joking. No, I'm joking. I like vegetables, just not most of them. Yeah. Have you seen Suits? You know Suits? Yeah. I'm a big fan of Suits. It's about a law firm in New York. Also a big fan of, I am a big fan of, what's this show? Can't remember. Silicon Valley. Oh. Have you watched Silicon Valley? IT tech. Yeah. I love tech stuff, so yeah.
Okay.
I actually love Sri Lankan food. I can't eat very spicy food though. I like kothi roti, string hoppers. What else do I like? Biryani. Sri Lankan biryani is very nice. So, yeah, seafood, everything. I think Sri Lanka, honestly, is my favorite getaway. It's where because I don't have much of a fan base in Sri Lanka, so I'm able to go on holiday here and go to the beach and lie, and, you know, it's great. So I think, you know, we were just in Salman Villas. That was really beautiful. I've done a lot of traveling in Sri Lanka, so I think, you know, definitely places like the down south and east coast, all over Sri Lanka. There's amazing beaches, so I'd say Sri Lanka. Brad Pitt, but controversial. Brad Pitt was my favorite until he cheated on Angelina Jolie. So now he's out of the good books, because she's amazing. So. Yeah, we used to be Brad Pitt, not anymore. Female stars, actresses. Let me think. Denzel Washington, Kevin Hart. I like comedians as well. So Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy. Yeah. I think Jacqueline's doing a great job flying the flag for Sri Lanka. She's a massive star in India right now, so she's doing really well. Priyanka and Deepika, of course. Shah Rukh Khan is my all-time favorite. Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan as well. Actually, I like them both equally, Shah Rukh and Salman. The new breed, Ranveer Singh is a really funny actor. I liked him in Bajirao Mastani and all these new films. So he's been really good too. Favorite movies? Hindi films. Lagan is one of my favorite films. It's about a cricket match between the British and the Indian. Amir Khan, yes. So Lagan in terms of Hindi. Western films. Shawshank Redemption is a really great. I mean, all the standard films. Godfather, Star Wars. Okay. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Brand new news. I just signed my very first mainstream record deal with Universal Music in the UK, so that's a big deal for me. I've been trying to build my profile in the mainstream, what I call the Western mainstream world as well. So obviously T-Series is a giant in India, but I was waiting for this chance to get my break in the mainstream. So touch wood, we managed to achieve that. So we just signed my very first deal with, it's called Island Records, which is part of Universal. So the label they've had artists like Bob Marley, Justin Bieber's on the label, so it's a really big label. So it's it's a very kind of important thing for me. So fingers crossed we can break the Western mainstream market as well. That's the aim. Singers, so I've obviously done collaborations with lots of Indian artists. So recently Guru Randhawa is the song you mentioned, Suit, the Punjabi song. We've got a couple of collaborations we lined up. We're hoping to do a song with Rahat Fateh Ali Khan, who's a massive Bollywood singer. He's huge, yeah. So we're just in talks with his manager now. I've sent him across the song, so he likes the song. Let's see, fingers crossed. Also a song with a guy called Falak Shabir, who's a very big Pakistani artist. He's one of the biggest artists in Pakistan right now. So we've got a song, his song, which I'm featuring on. It's coming out very soon as well. And like the main thing I'm focusing on right now is this Sinhalese release. I'm really keen to release something for the market here. It's a shame that I've not managed to do anything really in Sri Lanka yet, so I would love to to get this song released soon. So look out for that one, coming very soon. Sinhalese version of Sanam Ho Jao. Hollywood, I can't talk about it yet, but there's lots of interesting conversations happening. We're hoping to do some very big collaborations very soon, but can't talk about it yet. Okay, well thank you guys. If you know who I am, thank you very much for all the love. Make sure you follow me online. It's at Arjun Artist, ARJUN Artist, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Arjun Music on Facebook. And thank you guys. I hope to release more songs in Sri Lanka itself very soon. So keep an eye out. And thank you very much.
AsianMirror.lk